All right. Welcome, Lower, back to the CoinGraph market channel, to the XRP circle of relatives. Recognize you guys as constantly, however. Yeah. Without in addition ado, let's take a look at what is happening with the fee of XRP and what we will be waiting for going into this upcoming weekend. So looking across the year. Board all over again. You already know we are seeing a variety of crimson throughout the board for a number of altcoins. It's no mystery if you're looking at the display. I'm certain you could see that actually if you're looking at it at the weekly time frame now as nicely. You know you're seeing truly majority of the market simply seeing a lag if you're looking at XRP. It is conserving much better than a number of those other coins though. It's simplest down 2.3%, and that is worthwhile noting. A lot of human beings will neglect that, but in this channel we can no longer be overlooking that. So that is something that I need to point out earlier than we do bounce into the video. So looking on the fee, $2.17, down 2.1% as mentioned in USD. We're up 0.4% in Bitcoin in comparison. So it really is excellent to see. Of course, marketplace valuation, 124.6 billion. And the 24-hour buying and selling extent at about 4 billion. But before we get into any further, as continually, only a brief disclaimer, something on this channel isn't always financial recommendation. Always do your personal due diligence and studies while you are investing in crypto. So of course, you know a few true news. US Congress expected to prioritize crypto regulation in 2020-25. Get equipped for real global property. Boom. So of root, we've seen this coming. This is not something it is new. We've been speaking approximately this for pretty some time. And I suppose the R of 2025 goes to be notable, in particular as a long way as cryptocurrencies are concerned. But moving forward, let's sort of test what is happening these days. And then we are going to type a bounce into our primary communication about XRP today. So around 3,010 Bitcoin were bought and 14,310 Ethereum were bought on December 28th. So this tells me something very thrilling. So of direction, we are seeing a little bit float on BTC. And I suppose as we're hearing a variety of, you understand, delisting bulletins of USDT, lots of coin, quite a few exchanges, some massive centralized exchanges are going to be delisting. You already know USDT, you understand, on December 30th. Which of root is kind of be a little bit of a worry component for some human beings due to path. You understand if you type a past lower back a few years, 2021, or I assume it turned into 2022. I do not know. Yeah, 2022, whilst USD, I'm sorry, Terra Collider of direction. Given that then a number of humans have been scared when managing solid cash and as you need to be proper, and now you are seeing more regulation coming towards those solid coins, and people are demanding for a regulated solid coin, mainly those big corporations. And we had this discussion the day before today. That is where RLUSD shines and takes that marketplace exposure. But there has been a number of fund currently, the USDT fund, which a path has been having a bad impact on the crypto market. Specifically Bitcoin. However, the fact that we did see an internet inflow on Ethereum nevertheless gives me desire that we do see an altcoin season continuation going into the new year's. We're foremost seeing a lag during the last, I would say, 1.5 weeks, quite a lot since the FOMC Assembly declaration. But the fact that Ethereum is still getting the inflows that it's seeing, that could be honestly an appropriate issue that I do not want to be ignoring. Let me realize your thoughts down under. And of path, speaking about regulatory clarity, a variety of right stuff occurring for the crypto space. The year of 2025, as I've said to you guys earlier, then we're going to see more than one distinctive belongings getting ETFs, in my view, in the year of 2025. And right here it is, you realize Volatility Shares has filed for a futures-based Solana ETF. And I assume we're going to see a big shift in those ETFs filing inside the year to return. So that is, of course, virtually first rate to factor out, but permits Preserve to take a look at what is happening. So, of course, that is the news that is at the forefront. To be delisted from essential crypto exchanges across EU due to root, there is law coming, there is principal regulation coming towards crypto and non-compliant stablecoins are going to be delisted, simple as that. And you recognize some of those massive centralized exchanges are type of getting beforehand of the curve and already starting to delist it because they don't need to be handling all the other stuff later down the road. So I assume you realize this sort of brings a query now. Is this going to manifest globally, jurisdictions in North America? Okay, here. And what kind of effect could this have, no longer simply within the strong coin market, but for the crypto market as nicely? A lot of human beings suppose that December 30th is just going to be the stop of USDT. I do not think it's going to disintegrate. I wouldn't think so. I do really see the predominant pink flags there are, and therefore you're seeing not many humans even looking at USDT in a very good manner. And that I personally would in no way put my cash into USDT. And again, that is my personal non-public opinion. Just primarily based off of, I've been on this area for about 8 years, guys, a bit over 8 years now, and I've achieved my studies, and I'm no longer just making something out of skinny air. I personally don't like USDT. I might rather place my cash into a few different stable coins, but yeah, law could be very vital in relation to this, especially what we visible in the beyond. So we were given to hold those elements in mind. But I suppose USDT FUD, we are able to triumph over this, however proper. Now I suppose whales and these information shops are virtually taking advantage of this. But you may really see that is where RLUSD goes to shine. This is wherein it'll take a chief market share of the strong coin market. And I think that is going to be progressive to mention the least, but permits maintain to test what is taking place. So I'm going to shout out to our friend Smokey, and it says, yes, the unified ledger will encompass ISO 20022 compliant crypto belongings, which include XRP, XLP, XL. XDC, HBAR Algo, QNTI OTAPI, following standards set via the BIs and ISO committee. These belongings are placed to seamlessly integrate with the conventional financial structures. And I think as we pass into the future, we're going to see increasingly of this being mentioned, which no longer a variety of human beings are understanding right now. But let's continue to test what's going on with our exact old pal XRP's fee. So first and most important, I'm going to mention the Bitcoin Dominance Index. You men can see Dominance Index yet. Again, did retest the 58.5%. In case you did watch my H4 replace, you already know about this. But if now not, we will of root cowl that. So we were given rejected at that, and your dominance had collapsed a bit. That is, of course, actually quality to see at the same time as Bitcoin additionally type of fell down because it changed into ranging. We really noticed Bitcoin going as much as the likes of $97,284 a few hours back, but we glaringly saw a bit of a retracement, making its way backtrack to 94,526. And I did point out in my H4 replace, nevertheless, and that is something which you recognize remains on the desk right now. We would not be amazed if we without a doubt retest that the next day if we lose the guide in which we currently are. However, as far as XRP is concerned, you already know way to the dominance index for no longer going up. You recognize above that key resistance because proper now explains it why. We're still seeing you recognize XRP's price pretty a great deal of ranging in which it changed into the day past. So you understand a route, you understand we had been quite lots putting around. Right here we did see that $2.23, specifically Bitcoin retraced. We are going to see that effect for XRP as properly. And we surely saw that occur, but it's holding amazingly as of now. You realize the fact that we still have not even retested, you realize the $38.22, $2.07 assist. It tells you the entirety you want to know in phrases of its momentum, but you may need to be questioning the dominance index right now. But dominance index, you realize should, go back up quite rapid in my view if Bitcoin had been to drop under the 23.6 Fib quarter. You understand glaringly if it had been to drop underneath the 23 point net region, like $89,000, Bitcoin will be on the desk doubtlessly even at 85,000, which nonetheless makes me mega bullish for the crypto area. You understand on occasion you need those shakeouts earlier than we hold closer to the upside. But proper now, obviously you recognize that handiest happens in my case if we drop beneath the 92.5. We do have a few 8 around the 90.0000 to 91.00 variety. But of course, if that does not keep, I assume 85,000 is a practical price to be searching out for. However, I do consider the 12 months of 2025 goes to be thrilling as you understand the YAR begins. I suppose the biggest occasion of root is, Donald Trump entering the workplace. And I suppose that information itself ought to truly trigger numerous exhilaration. Getting into words, you recognize the crypto markets. Let me realize down beneath what you guys think in case you men are at the identical page. However, up to now, so suitable as a ways as XRP's price